What's the secret to making your mind work for you and not against you? In this video, I discuss what makes people procrastinate and how I go about fixing it. By the way, I'm Martin. I quit my 9 to 5 to start my own business and I'm sharing my lessons. So let's begin. We like to think of ourselves as the operators. We think of ourselves as being those rational, highly intelligent, and purely logical beings. But if you ever found yourself in a rut, just sitting around and doing anything but the things that you need to do, you know that we are actually more emotional than we think. That's simply because this operator is not the only part of our brains. There is something else. This here is the monkey. The monkey is emotional. It is strong, wild, and if you work against it, it is sure to work against you. Its primary purpose is to keep you alive. It makes sure that you eat, sleep, drink, and procreate. Every time you do something fun, like eating, for example, the monkey will reward you with positive emotions. And in a prehistoric world, this is amazing. But in our modern world, listening to the monkey's advice all the time can backfire heavily. It doesn't care about your big goals and targets that you want to reach in life. All it cares about is survival. If you want to study, the monkey rather entertains itself with video games. While you want to work out and become healthy, the monkey will rather eat some fresh Big Mac. And when you want to build a business, the monkey rather watches the new Skibbity Toilet videos. It's a daily battle we have against the monkey. And the rational operator inside of us does not always win. And if the operator does not win, what happens? We procrastinate, we give in to our desires, and then end up doom scrolling for 4 hours on a Monday morning. But not all is lost. I've been there and I've found some strategies that work for me, and hopefully they work for you as well to overcome this monkey problem. There are 3 strategies to deal with the monkey. The first strategy is acceptance. Acceptance is letting the monkey have its way. If the monkey wants to play a video game, sure, go ahead. The monkey wants to have a slice of cake? Yeah, sure, give him cake. The monkey doesn't want to work but rather watch YouTube videos? Go for it. When accepting the monkey, the operator is letting loose. It does not interfere with the monkey's will and gives in to all of its desires. The monkey will do whatever it wants to do for as long as it feels like doing it. And this is a pure and natural human stage that we all go through. I was there, you were there, and there's a lot of other people who are still in this stage. If you don't believe me, just look at a young child and see how they behave. They don't want to eat healthy meals. They rather have spaghetti with ketchup. They don't want to sit down and study. They rather watch SpongeBob SquarePants. They don't want to clean up their rooms. They much rather just turn on their Nintendo and play some Super Mario while sitting inside of a pillow fortress. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is fine as long as you're a child. But as we grow older, the rational part inside of yourself, the operator, notices that we can't just let the monkey run loose. This is when the operator becomes aware of the problem and starts giving you bad emotions whenever you overindulge. You start binge eating. The operator will give you some disgust. You go on the internet and watch a naughty movie. The operator will give you some shame. You set a goal with unrealistic expectations and do not achieve it. The operator will give you some disappointment. The more aware you are of problematic behaviors, the more distress you will get in return. Eventually, the discomfort of the negative emotions will become so high that you try to find ways to deal with it. And that's where most people fall into coping mechanisms. But some people evolve instead and find a strategy to deal with the monkey. The next strategy, which is the natural evolution of acceptance, is domination. In the act of domination, you don't let the monkey have anything. You essentially take a stick and keep beating the monkey. You want to play video games? No, bad monkey. You want to watch Netflix? No, bad monkey. You want to eat ice cream? No, bad monkey. Sad monkey. Beating up your monkey with a metaphorical stick works for a while, until you realize that the monkey and you are bound together for life. Like a slave, the monkey who has to endure all the beatings by you will eventually revolt. And in your strong moments, you might be able to beat your monkey into submission, but you are walking on eggshells. As you keep depriving your monkey, the monkey just waits for a moment in which you are not that strong anymore. Once the monkey sees a moment of weakness, it strikes. I know this moment way too well. I had phases in my life where I was extremely disciplined, not allowing myself the tiniest bit of pleasure. But then one day, I thought like, man, You've done so well, you deserve a little bit of a reward. But then something unexpected happens. Instead of rewarding yourself with one slice of cake, you suddenly eat the whole cake. Instead of having one rest day, you have a rest month. Instead of having 5 minutes on YouTube, you suddenly have 5 hours on YouTube. You have beaten up the monkey for so long that now that you showed weakness, it lunges at you and does whatever it wants. By depriving the monkey, you are setting yourself up for a hard-hitting relapse. Not only does that not align with the goals you set yourself, but it also undermines the effort that you have so far put in. So it seems like that domination is not the strategy that we should aim for. Are we doomed? Is there nothing else we can do? Not quite. There's one more strategy that we can use. Cooperation. Wait, what? Cooperate with a monkey? How imposterous. And I would agree that sitting with a monkey at the same table and sharing a meal does not sound like a very smart idea. But we saw the other two strategies of accepting the monkey or dominating the monkey. So why not find a middle ground and try cooperation for once? The goal of cooperation is to find an agreement between the monkey and the operator. That means not always being able to chase your goals however you like, but also sometimes giving in to desires. But it also means not always giving in to desires, but sometimes being more disciplined, more strict with yourself. Now this is the tricky part. Because you have to find deals between you and the monkey. Those deals have to make sense. They have to actually align with your goals. We're looking for deals that align with your goals and satisfy the monkey. And so far I have found two techniques that I use to achieve that. First is distracting the monkey. If you want to work, you give the monkey a toy to play with. You give the monkey a banana. The banana is supposed to distract the monkey. Let's say, for example, you want to write something. For example, when I write the script for a YouTube video, I don't always feel like writing. Sometimes I wake up and just want to slack off and watch some YouTube videos. This, of course, is not an option in the morning. So instead, I give the monkey a distraction. I give him a metaphorical banana so he can let me work in peace. This distraction has to be pleasurable enough for the monkey, but not too distracting for myself. So what do? Well, very simple. I go in the kitchen, turn on the coffee machine and make a cappuccino. The cappuccino is fantastic tasting. The monkey likes it. He's gonna be happy. And also at the same time, it improves my focus and it doesn't distract having a cup of coffee while I'm writing something. So the monkey is happy with the beverage and the operator is happy that he can do his work. And I'm happy because I have another script that I can turn into a YouTube video. But this strategy does not always work. There are some tasks where the nature of having a distraction is just a no-go. And this is where the next approach comes in. Barter with the monkey. Bartering is a bit more difficult as it has to be done very mindfully, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Bartering is giving the monkey nothing and just working on your goals. But you promise the monkey that after you've done with your task, the monkey can have their joy. You promise the monkey a reward that you have predetermined before you finish your work. For example, let's say you want to practice the piano. You tell the monkey, I'm gonna practice the piano for 1 hour. And in return, you are allowed to watch 20 minutes of YouTube videos. You win because you can practice the piano, and the monkey wins because he can just enjoy himself afterwards. And always make sure to keep your end of the promise and don't let the monkey go empty-handed. If you make promises to the monkey but don't keep the promises to the monkey, guess what that scenario is? We are back at domination, and you know already what domination will end up looking like. I recommend writing down the promise on a piece of paper so it's set in stone and you can't logically reason to not give in to the reward. And with those two strategies, you are already on a good way. Mastering your mind is a tough thing to do. It's something that I have been struggling with and most people struggle with for a long time. It has never been a linear progress, but every day we try to become better. It's important to remember that some days are just better. You're more motivated, more disciplined and work harder. And some days are a little bit slower. And that's okay. And for the bad days, it's always good to have some techniques up your sleeve, like the ones that I just showed you. I hope these techniques work as well for you as they have worked for me. And I would love to know your approach to this topic. What are your techniques that you use if you have a bad day? Write down your thoughts in the comments. And also like and subscribe for the algorithm. Watch my last video. Love you and bye.